Hi, this is Mike, and welcome back to Season 2 of 5 Minutes of Fantasy Sports. So, fantasy football season is upon us, and I wanted to start off by going through the basics of building a league, what you need to do, how to get a league started, and I'm going to start a league just to kind of show you how it works, and if you want to join my league, I'll leave it open and you can join it. So, let's get started. If you're looking at my screen, I am over at Yahoo Fantasy Sports. The website is football.fantasysports.yahoo.com. They've switched that up a little bit. And I already have a team in a league that I'm enrolled in. But say you want to be a commissioner, start a league with your friends, or say you don't have any friends like me, you can just join a league down here. But I'm going to go through the create a league process. Just kidding, I have some friends. So what you do is you just come up with a name for your league. So you can call it 5 Minutes of Fantasy Football. You can do head-to-head or row points or copy league settings. All right, head-to-head is the most common. You can make it so anyone can invite anyone. And this is one that's fun to decide. So a standard draft is called a snake draft, where it's your turn, you pick whoever you want. Salary cap's a little more advanced, but you can craft the team the way you like it. So with a salary cap draft, you get a certain dollar amount, and you can spend as much or as little on bidding on a player. So that way, you at least get a say on each player if you want, if you have the cash to spend. So if you're really high on Christian McCaffrey, you can spend you could bid $140 for Christian McCaffrey out of 200 if you want. I wouldn't recommend that. I was in a league one year where a guy had kind of made a big mistake. He meant to go up to $30 for Klay Thompson on a salary cap, and he wound up bidding $130. And so he actually typed in the number, and it went that high, and like the whole league was silent, and then we just all started laughing at the poor guy. That was a year Klay Thompson had a really good year, but it wasn't that good. So this league I'm going to do is just a standard draft. So this is a good beginner league where you can just kind of do a draft that's standard. Let's see, you got to pick a date here. So what's a good date? 8/18 is right now. So 8/23, what would that be? How come let's see, 8/23 is a Tuesday. I'm going to change that to be next Saturday, the 27th. So 8/27 will be our draft, and it'll be at let's do 8 p.m. All right, so points per reception, how this works is you get a half a point if a person catches a ball, you get a full point if they catch it, or you get no points. So half point is the default. We'll do that. Flex roster position. You can do a wide receiver, running back, or tight end. We're going to customize this a little bit, and I want to change that setting because that setting is not my favorite. All right, so since we're doing a snake draft, you only get 30 seconds to pick your person. Otherwise, it takes too long. Let's see, trade in late. So there's all these options you can go through here if you click on that. Custom. All right, they have the basic ones there, the ones you have to pick. Let's see, higher seed wins, playoff best regulars. No, we'll do that one. Allow draft pick trades. We're going to say no. Trade review. Commissioner reviews it. Trade reject time, 2 days is fine. Waiver type. So fab is going to be what we do. That's free agent. What does it stand for? Free agent bidding. Where basically you get a dollar amount all season that you can use to pick players up off of waivers. Let's see, post-draft players, follow waivers, public access URLs. Yep, I'll do that. So I'll put the link to this league in the show notes, wherever you're listening or watching this on. Anyone can invite. We'll make the league publicly viewable. Apply injured status for postponed games. Apply injured status. This is a new option. Sure, we'll do that. That way you don't have to drop a player. All right, so you can always go into your settings as well if you click on settings, and you can go back if you're the commissioner and you can edit the settings. I didn't actually look at a few of them, so I want to go to, where was it here? Those are fine. Commish tools is what you want. Commish tools. So rosters and scoring, scoring settings. You can do fractional points, negative points. All right, these are all the standard defaults. Passing touchdowns, you get 4 points from your quarterback or whoever throws the ball and scores a touchdown. Interceptions, -1. Attempts, completions, incompletions, sacks, we're going to get rid of that. Sacks you get credit for on defense, so we don't have to worry about that. Passing yards, 25 yards equals a point. Touchdowns for rushing and receiving are 6. Receptions, this is that PPR we were talking about. Let's see. Return touchdowns, you get 6 points if you have the returner. 2-point conversions are worth 2. Fumbles are -2. Offensive fumble return TDs are 6. All right, field goals we'll leave as a default. Point after attempts we'll leave as a default. We'll leave everything here basically as the default. A blocked kick, 2 points. That's interesting. Yeah, we'll leave that. Extra point return, 2 points. All right. So that's all good. I want to edit the roster settings here as well. So I didn't change anything, so I'll just click go back. And roster position. So I didn't initially add the wide receiver, running back, tight end. It did save it there, so I'm going to change that to 0. And I'm going to change it just to a wide receiver / tight end. So I'm going to make it so having an extra running back. You know what? We could have a bigger bench, I guess. Wide receiver, running back, tight end as well. We could do that. Let's just leave it with tight end. So receiving guys and then 2 running backs. That'll be fine. All right, defense special teams. We're not going to do individual defensive players. 6 bench spots, 2 IR. We'll change that to 3 injured reserve spots. And then we'll submit it. All right, so now you've created a league. You can go into your settings anytime by just going to where it says commissioner. And you can look at the commissioner tools, schedules, playoffs, drafts, and keepers. Manage other teams. You can add a logo. That should be fun. I could put my little son in there. I'm not going to do that. Anyway, that's something you can always come back to and do later. All managers can invite. Unique league URL. I guess I could type it here. What does it say? For the instructions, you can use lowercase, numerals, scores. 3 or 32. So we'll call it 5 FIVE minutes of fantasy football. All right, that's the league URL. And that's it. We'll save it. Changes have been saved. All right, so next episode we'll talk just about the generals of scoring, but whenever you join a league, whatever league you join, first thing you want to do is you want to go to the settings of the league. And the most important things to check are, first off, the roster size. So, what positions are you going to have? Because, if you have one quarterback position and you have kind of a smaller league, you might not need more than one quarterback if you have a lot that you can pick up off of waivers. If you have a league where it's, say, 3 wide receivers instead of 2, which this one kind of is because you have a wide receiver / tight end, that would mean that wide receivers are going to be earning you more points than running backs will because you only have 2 running back positions. So look that up, and then also look to see if these compare to the defaults. Everything in this league looks like it's a default league. It's a very basic league, which should be good for beginners, and we'll just be doing a snake draft as well, the standard draft, on Saturday, August 27th. So what I'll do, I'll actually put the join link here on the screen somewhere. There it is, custom league URL. So it's football.fantasysports.yahoo.com/league/5 minutes of fantasy football, all one word. So if you want to join up, feel free. I made it a public league. It'll be something fun to do. And I'll be talking more about fantasy football next episode. This one went a little long, but it's good to have the setup ready to go so you know what you're doing. So take care, and I'll talk to everybody soon.